Hey YouTubers, Raven here,
Starfire.
and today we're talking about The Flash.
Season 8, episode 18, The Man in the Yellow Tie.
Yeah. I thought it was better than I thought it would be. It was a pretty great episode. I mean, according to if you compared it to the past couple episodes, it was amazing.
Yeah. It had a lot going on.
It did. But it all flowed nicely.
It did. But yeah, Cecile, I'm just
right? Cecile at the bank and freaking making them have the fear or the worry of the
That's what I'm saying.
Other people.
Like that previous episode when she was full on something happened because yeah. So
something's going on with her. But I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame Barry for reacting how he did when he found out that it was Thawne.
Right.
Because hello, Thawne.
Yeah, exactly.
His
and he had no idea what the Legends had been through.
His arch freaking nemesis.
You would think that the Legends would tell him that they met him.
Yeah.
At
right.
Why would you not mention this?
I just like seeing Ray again.
And died helping you.
Right. I just like to see Ray again, honestly.
Yeah.
Even though it was on video.
Right. And he was talking about their child and opening rips in the space-time continuum bullshit. I was
he's legit a freaking mad scientist like Doc Brown, and I love it so much. It's amazing.
Yeah.
If they were gonna do I'm not saying that they should, because that is a trilogy that I strongly believe should never be touched. But if they were gonna do a prequel or something where they had young Doc Brown, learning about his origins or something like that, I think it would be cool to have Brandon Routh play
him. Yeah, totally.
That's my casting choice if they were to do a young Doc
Brown. Yeah. He just plays smart, nerdy dude so well.
Yeah.
I
can just totally see him doing that.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not saying he looks a lot like Christopher Lloyd or whatever, but I'm just saying that
right.
If they were that that's somebody that I think would be a good choice if they were going to do something like that.
Yeah.
But
completely. I agree. Wholeheartedly. Yeah, I don't blame him for thinking, that he was evil and I thought it I find it weird that he goes to Thawne, right? And asks for advice and help when he's already taken everything from this dude. And then he actually concedes and gives advice and helps. I'm
oh, Barry or Thawne?
Thawne does that for Barry. And I'm dude, why?
Yeah.
You're never going to go back to your time zone. You're never going to figure out how to get your speed back. Nothing ever is going to happen to you ever again. Why you helping Barry? You have no reason to. You you have nothing to expect from this exchange.
Yeah.
What's in it for you? Absolutely nothing.
But not everything has to, like, there doesn't always have to be a benefit for the other person, though.
Right,
sometimes
but for him,
yeah,
he's a person that's what's in it for me type person.
Yeah, he is. But I'm just saying, you can like help somebody without having any, like, without expecting anything from it, you know.
Oh, most definitely. Absolutely, 100%. Like, that's not what I was saying. You know,
no,
I was just saying within his character.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm just like, why do you consistently help? Like,
yeah.
Maybe
he has like a new lease on life or something. I don't know.
He seems to blame Barry every time he sees him.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe ever since he has been with the woman. I forgot.
No, not Eobard Vaughn.
Oh,
Wells, yeah.
Yeah, him.
I try not to call him Wells because he's not Wells.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's just because there's 2 songs in this episode, so it's confusing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But no, like what I'm saying, you know, is like he's not. Oh, why is he helping? Every time Barry runs out to him, why? Like, there's no reason for him.
I don't.
I can't. I don't understand.
I'm really scared about what's gonna happen in this finale. Like.
Yeah. But I think Mina, that's her name, right? Mina Delvin?
Yeah.
I think that she's gonna end up helping.
Yeah. That's what it looked like. Did I send you the promo?
I think so. I think I saw it.
I think
if you sent it to me, then I watched. I'm just like, girl, I've been waking up so early every morning and staying up late so that I can have some me time, just like watching YouTube or something.
No, it's fine.
I'm completely. I can't remember what I did or didn't do.
Yeah. I think I did send it. Maybe I didn't. Did
I don't know. I remember you had sent me some video and I watched.
I think I did.
But that could have been last week. I
did send it to you.
Then I watched.
It's just not in my watch history because I already saw it when I watched the episode.
Okay. But yeah, like
yeah, because I remember you being like, what the hell did Barry do? Because Dion was like, you know, because of what Dion said in the promo. Yes. So you did watch it.
Right, yeah.
And you're like, what did Barry do?
Yeah. Yeah. I did. But like, see, how has Iris's sickness affected Dion this badly?
I think it was what happened when Barry went into the slow force. I think that is contributing to
it. Probably how he and Nora escaped, probably. Like
and how Dion just kind of became like the, you know, voice instead of like the physical form.
Yeah.
In that episode too, so I think that that's all like connected to it.
Because he couldn't go to Nora in the physical form.
Yeah.
Yeah. He probably went to Nora legitly asking for help, but then when she got into the slow force, it screwed with him even more, you know.
Yeah, well, remember he disappeared from Barry too.
Yeah, but that's because like he probably went in like this weird mindset for a moment and trapped him, because I mean Iris went into these moments where she couldn't remember anything.
Yeah.
Things happened. She did things she couldn't remember. She made a freaking woman disappear. She couldn't remember doing it, So I think that maybe that might, yes, I was angry that episode and I was like, what the hell is this dude doing? Like blaming him, but like I've had time to think about it.
Yeah.
Instead of just like my emotions are heightened, I'm mad, It's like, no, I've had time to think about it, and this is, kind of what I've come up with a little bit. It makes sense because of how you've seen Iris interact with things.
Well, yeah.
So maybe he didn't have full control over it, and he went to Nora to ask for help, but then she joined in and he he completely lost control over it, and it consumed him, and that's why he's with Thawne now.
I think that's what happened. And based off the descriptions for the finale, like a lot of crap happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, Wednesday's or tomorrow's episode says the Flash and team are in for the fight of their lives. Meanwhile, Iris discovers the cause of her time sickness. And then part 2, with the Flash still reeling from everything that just happened, the rest of the team rallies to support him when he needs it the most. So, yeah.
Are we getting an announcement? Bitch best be pregnant.
I'm thinking that if we get that announcement, it's going to be in tomorrow's episode, not the second part.
Yeah. But probably like the end. So they have to help him cope with the idea of being dad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's already coped with the idea of being dad, but he
I think it's going to be more than just that, though. I think it's going to have stuff to do with like Dion and the slow force and like all this stuff that's going down, and like probably stuff with Thawne again, and just all these things. Like,
well, yeah, it seems like Dion's going to take him out of the prison and maybe give him slow force abilities.
So yeah, there's going to be a lot that's going to freaking happen.
Powerful.
And thank God we're getting a season 9, because if this was how the show had ended,
like with freaking Legends, you
mean? Because Eric Wallace was saying, he was like, if we, because before he knew for sure that they were gonna get picked up, he's like, I'm gonna have to write 2 different like endings. One that's supposed to be a series finale in case it doesn't get renewed, and then what I'm planning to be the actual one. And I'm just like, please get renewed.
Right? Like, I mean, at least he was prepared, but you can't wrap up everything in one season if you're not prepared to do it.
That would just be a complete disservice to this show, because
it would.
I mean, yes, it was to Legends too, honestly, but the Flash is way, way more important than Legends in the universe in terms of like all of that. And so it definitely is a show that needs to be properly wrapped up, like Arrow.
Oh, definitely.
Because
it was the second show in the universe. It deserves a proper send-off.
If it doesn't get a proper send-off, then that's like the worst possible thing that could happen.
Right? If you were able to give Supergirl the send-off that she got, I'm not saying that it was a perfect one, because there is one you said they did not touch because the person behind the scenes is a coward.
It's not like the CW hasn't done other couples that are LGBT+.
Exactly. It's not like they haven't done that on the show.
Hello, Alex and Kelly, Mia, Nia Nall, Alex and Kelly. Hello. Yeah. You really spent 6 seasons building up
I completely
and Cara
agree.
and not doing anything about it.
I completely agree.
Putting them with other people and all these things.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. Like,
I mean, you know, I never was like, it wasn't that I didn't want them together. I just never really supported it.
Right. I think maybe why he might have chickened out is because Supergirl is an established character.
Yeah.
And her sexuality or her inclinations towards romantic interests has been firmly established.
Yeah, but the thing is, why would you build up that story and get people excited thinking that they're gonna have Lena and Cara together?
Yeah.
And then completely not do anything about it. Like, it's one thing to just be like, okay, this character's relationship, this character's sexuality and whatever, and backstory is established, and we know these things, and they don't want to touch that, and they just want to be authentic to the character. That's one thing.
Right.
But if you start a story and you build that up with those characters and you create that whole thing where like people ship that, then people are going to want a payoff from that.
Right.
And
either make it a payoff or make it firmly established that they are just amazingly the bestest, closest
and
friends
if you don't
you've ever
deliver,
fucking seen.
Then of course people are going to be mad. So I mean, you know, I always said that if they were just going to have Cara be by herself, that I'd rather her just be happy single than just not be in a relationship, because she never really had that good of luck with that, and she was always afraid to truly be herself in relationships. And so, you know, like, so I always was like, well, if, you know, if she needs to be on her own and she needs to, you know, be happy that way, then that's fine. As long as she's happy, I'm okay with it.
Right.
So. Yeah, I mean, like with the Flash though, like I'm glad. I mean, even though season 9 will probably be a significantly shorter season, I'm glad we're still getting another season. So, yeah. It froze.
Yeah, I know. My connection is completely shitty now.
Okay, I thought it was my end first.
No, it's mine.
Okay.
Like, I'm sitting here watching my game AFK farm mobs right now, and it completely crashed and then reconnected.
Like, well, yeah. So, like with the Flash, I mean, even though season 9 is probably going to be a significantly shorter season, you know, I'm glad we're still getting that. And I mean, considering that Candice Patton hasn't been on as many episodes this season, and Danielle Panabaker also has not, you know, it's really starting to wind down. So I'm thinking that in the next few months or so, once they start filming the season, they'll announce that it's going to be its final season.
Yeah.
Because I don't really see it going beyond this.
No.
It's going to be put in mid-season. So.
Yeah, this is going to be its final season, this next season.
Yeah. And we have to wait until January. Yeah. November, December, January. We have to wait 7 months.
Yeah.
I was always overwhelmed with how many shows that I would have to see, and now so many of them are coming to an end or getting close to ending, and I'm just like, what do I watch now? I mean, there's always going to be the Star Trek shows, and there's always going to be like something for me to see. But the things that I watch weekly it's just going to be weird not to have something to watch weekly, you know?
Yeah.
Because like This Is Us, I watched every Tuesday for 6 seasons. And like, you know, The Flash, I would try to watch. I mean, there would be times where I obviously wouldn't see it the day that it was on, but you know, I would watch it consistently, you know, since it started. And so it's just going to be really weird to just be watching things like when I want to see them or binging them instead of just having something to watch every week that is like a routine that I'm used to.
Yeah.
So
like it's going to be so weird. Like I'm gonna have nothing to watch, no reason to watch TV.
I mean, we'll still have Miss Marvel and the Marvel shows and the other DC shows, and like I'm sure there'll be other shows on the CW that we'll be interested in, but it won't be the same.
No. And
we lost Legends, and now we're gonna lose the Flash, and it's like
and we already lost Supergirl.
Yeah.
But
I'm more like I'm more okay with that, with like Supergirl being ended. It's Legends that I'm not as okay with because we didn't get an actual ending.
Right. Yeah.
With Supergirl, we got an ending. So even if it wasn't the one that everybody wanted, we got an ending.
I appreciate that they did the face reveal. I just wish that we could have gotten like a little bit like into how it was living with the face reveal. You know, living with that decision. That would have been interesting.
Which decision? Sorry.
To reveal who she is, the face reveal.
Oh, Supergirl? Yeah.
I like that's the reason why I regret it ending. Like but yeah.
I'm just glad.
Yeah, no, I regret Legends a lot more.
I was super excited about that.
Right? Oh my gosh. Oh my.
That was like the best part of that episode for me.
It was. But yeah, Legends is a horrible way to go.
It's just it's hard because you know we were just starting to really get into it again and really like it, and it was starting to get better again.
And it
was starting to get better again, and like and then they ended it like that, and it's like, are you freaking kidding me right now? It deserved better.
Yeah. They're fucking going to space jail, space prison, and Sarah's pregnant.
Like it just deserved better. It did.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm glad Flash will get at least.
I hope that we get like one or two like character crossovers like we did last week or this week, you know, for this episode.
We probably will.
And you know, like they say like, oh yeah, nah, we broke out of there a long time ago.
As long as Barry and Iris have their happy ending and people are left in a good place in the end, I'm fine with it.
See, the thing that I'm not fine with, but I'm also fine with, but I'm not, but I am, but I'm not, but I am, is fucking Diggle in this episode.
Like, I understand that his family means the world to him and means everything to him, but Green Lantern, dude, Green freaking Lantern.
Yeah.
You could have this. You could have that. You could freaking be the Green Lantern.
Right?
Like, yes, my family or my significant other or whatever would mean like so much to me. But if I had this chance to be like this hero and this person to save the universe,
yes,
like I would take it.
Right? No, see, like what they're like, you could be a leader, like, right? And I'm like,
it's like Emma in Once Upon a Time.
He's not a
I didn't
leader.
ask for this power. I didn't ask to have this. Like,
I didn't ask to be able to know if you're lying or not. Is that what I wanted with my life? I can't act. Okay. But I mean, Green Lantern isn't a leader. That's not what the box was asking of him. I mean, it was, but I don't understand why. The Green Lantern's not a leader. Like, he's military. Yeah. The Lantern Corps, like the Green Lantern Corps, is militaristic. At least from like what I've seen and read, like that's how they operate, is military like.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, Diggle is definitely made for that. He definitely could handle it.
Right. And I mean, it would be just like he was, it would be very similar to how it was when he was in the military life, you know, like he goes to Oa
he's just so scared of like things changing like timeline wise and him losing his family again, that's why he's acting this way.
Yeah.
I think if it didn't have stuff to do with like timelines and it was just like him just going off and doing his military duty again like he always has, it would be different. But because it relates to timelines and the past and all these things, he's just like, I don't want to lose them. They are everything.
He's like, I already lost a daughter.
Yeah, it's like they are everything to me. I cannot lose them again. And so I understand the reason why he rejected it, but it's like, dude, you can have this. You can have both things. You can have your family and you can be the Green Lantern. It's not one or the other. It's like you can have both. I mean, look at Barry. He's the freaking Flash. And he has Iris and he has his kids.
Yeah. Like, although I have one major question that I think I've asked in a recent review. Where the hell is Barry in the future?
Yes, you have asked this already.
I'm sorry. I can't stop. Like,
you know who you need to be asking that to is Eric Wallace.
Yeah.
You need to like tweet him or something and be like, hey, where is Barry in the future?
Yeah.
And he'll probably just be like, all your questions will be answered.
Right? And then I'd be like, well, I would like to say that I have faith in you, but the last time I put faith in a writer, we got a half-assed Flash death in a crossover event. Like
that had been built up since the beginning of the Flash.
Right.
That Barry is gone, it like disappears in Crisis.
Yeah, Flash vanishes in Crisis.
And instead of him vanishing, we get a tribute to the other Flash. Which is fine. Because I feel like John Wesley Shipp did deserve that because he was the original Flash before this. But, you know, it's like...
It's not what we were told from episode 1.
It's not. So he'll probably be very secretive. And he'll be like, all your questions will be answered. At least I hope they will.
Right. They need to be.
I mean, I believe him when he says that Barry and Iris will have a happy ending.
Right.
But I don't put all of my faith in it. I believe it, but I'm not putting all of my faith in it because I've been hurt and betrayed before with couples. So
yeah, way too many times.
So I'm just cautiously believing it. But it wouldn't be the Flash if they didn't. So
right.
And he's a fan of them and of the show itself. And so I'm sure that he will make it so that they're happy.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure.
Yeah. So yeah, Cecile, I don't know what is going on with her.
Right? The outfit though.
We'll probably find out. And who was the one who was standing there?
With the back to the camera?
That literally looked like Frost from the back.
With brown hair.
The hair looked kind of lighter though.
Yeah, nah, it was brown. It was honey brown. Yeah. Like part of me is like, well, maybe it'll be
somebody that we know.
Right, but Cecile didn't see her. Right? So I'm thinking maybe there's an aspect to Cecile that's awakening with this new power and is pushing the Cecile that we know and love to the back, right? Like maybe she's lost control, right? And maybe the person we saw with their back to the camera is the Cecile that we know and love, watching herself do to that guy what she did. I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless that chick was making herself invisible or hiding in some way, even though she was standing in plain sight. Because I mean, like, we all know there's things that you can do to make that, like.
Oh, you know that show Blood and Treasure? It's finally coming back for season 2 in like 26 days.
Oh wow! It's been like what, 5 years?
No, like. It's been a couple years.
Yeah,
like 3 or so. But yeah, July 17th is when that comes back.
Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, I am very worried about Cecile. I wasn't at first because I was like, I agreed with her. It was just her powers evolving again, you know? But with how the episode ended with her, I'm not too sure anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. And then the Dion stuff at the end with on, I'm just like, oh snap.
Yeah. Apparently Barry did something to piss him off. The fuck did Barry do? I don't know.
We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah. If we're able to watch it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I will be able to, but I just wait.
Right. Yeah. Usually it's on me. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Like, I just wait because I don't want to watch it and then like forget what it's about 3 days later, you know?
Right.
So I just I try to watch it like the day or the day before, the day of or the day before we do the review, so that it's more fresh in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think I said my piece. What about you?
Yeah. I mean, 2 more episodes.
Yes. And we'll be doing the season finale together. So you'll see us in the same room for that review. Yes. So yeah, I guess
until next time,
keep believing in the impossible.